Y'all know the vibes, man. It's Young, the one who do it. Numbers don't lie. That's the movement. Now let's get to it. This is not stuff I normally like to talk about. It's a couple racists. You know what I mean? If y'all not up to date and you don't know about the guy, Chud the Builder, he's a guy who rage baits black people by saying the N-word, just calling them crazy things out of their name and saying they chimping out. He got a case right now. I'm not gonna get super into his situation, but you know, if y'all interested, go look it up. One of his friends who supports him, who's on the same wave, he had a message to people in LA. So, you know, I live in LA, so I figured I'm gonna watch this shit, respond to it. It's Poetic Flacco talking about it. So let's get into it. Let's see what he's talking about. It's for black people in LA.
Chud the Builder, racist homie Jake Lang, has an attack planned on black people tomorrow at 4 p.m. in LA. If you're not familiar with Jake Lang, he's the multi-felon who just got released on a $1 million bond from jail for threatening to murder Karmelo Anthony.
Also learned about the arrest of far-right influencer Jake Lang. The pardoned January 6th rioter who lives in Florida made multiple appearances outside the Karmelo Anthony trial this week. He's now in the Dallas County Jail on a $1 million bond and is facing charges of making terroristic threats. It's Lang's second arrest in North Texas this month.
I know y'all think some of these dudes be playing and they just be trolling and they be grifting and all that, but they willing to go to jail for it. They really willing to go to jail for it. That should tell you something.
Going to get some barbecue and then get on a plane because I'm not allowed, the first man in American history, to be kicked out and banned from the state of Texas for my political ideologies, which also happen to be Ken Paxton's area here, the reddest area of Texas. They've kicked me out. This is how you know the shift is coming to Texas. When they kick out patriots, when they start to abuse judicial authority, what's next?
It's crazy how he calls people that are racist patriots. Yo, this place was never made for us, man, especially with the wording that they be using. And it's been like that before the times that we're in now.
Liberal takeover. Democrats are going to take Texas unless we win. We need to fight, stand, and win. Texas should remain for Texas and Christians. This is a Christian state and a Christian country. God bless you guys. Thank you, Fox.
I don't know how he keeps getting out of jail. He keeps getting away with it, right? Dude literally goes from city to city with a group of racist thugs to terror.
I know how. It's called privilege. It's called privilege, Flacco. You know. Stop playing, you know.
Minorities. This is the same dude who was chanting Karmelo Anthony needs to be hung from a tree outside of the Karmelo Anthony trial. This is the same dude who calls black people the N-word with the hard R on a routine basis.
Hold on. I'm going to pause that right there. Why do we always say, why do I hear a lot of people, maybe it's just something popular right now. I never heard this in the past. The N-word with the hard R. It's just the N-word. Because whether they saying it with the hard R or they saying it with the A at the end, they still saying it. And you almost make it sound like it's cool to say it as long as you don't say it with the hard R when you say it the way you saying it. That's what I hear. And I think that might be what other people hear as well.
From city to city, this dude, for God's sakes, brought a group of racist thugs and took, filming like a roasted pig, to the Muslims mayor's crib and stood out there and got away with it.
Go back, AIPAC, go back. That's the AIPAC building right there. White Christian men are not going to sit around while you turn our children into a bunch of lovers.
What got muted out,
Wow.
just in case you couldn't tell, was actually the hard R. He says they're not about to turn America into a bunch of N-word lovers.
And I love how you're using the word Christian. These people, do you even read the Bible or you just skim through it? Because how could you want to separate people and then say you Christian? That's crazy. It's crazy work, man. That's crazy. Nowhere in the Bible does it state that. That's not the teachings of Christianity. But y'all already know that. I don't got to tell y'all something y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? They always try to use things that was created before them against us.
Justice! You should be swinging from the tree outside this court.
Oh, that's not surprising at all.
Bring this man up out of these streets. He's a murderer.
No place in America.
Racist.
Let's get right back to that. I thought that was Jay-Z for a second. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was that Jay-Z situation where they was taking his hair down. That's funny.
In that same video, he's disrespecting black people, disrespecting black mothers, saying black mothers don't know how to raise their kids. And he's saying this in front of black parents, but the police is there, so he's getting away with it. But he's bold and he's brave to do these things because for some reason he feels safe and protected in disrespecting black people.
The black community refuses to call out bad members. You need to call out your murderous members of your community. You don't stand on. What are you talking about? Why are you motherfucking now, man. No impulse control. This is the reason why
And so he gets to yell at people's faces, troll them live with the police right there, and then the police only attack when other people respond. That's weird. That's the energy, man. That's how it'll be set up in some of these places in America.
Oh, so more white people can
this
jump
is a
on
response that teach their young people to have. This is a response that the mothers, the black mothers in this community.
I know there were cops around, so I can't blame the black brothers who were present who didn't do anything because police were around. But if this was the 90s, man, if this was the era of the Black Panthers, if this was the era where black people were really militant, he would have been held accountable in the presence of the police. Whatever held accountable means, we disavow violence on this end. All right, YouTube, do not allow call for violence. We disavow violence on this end. Okay? But whatever held accountable means to you, he would have been held accountable the moment black mothers would have came out of his mouth, man. You don't disrespect our mamas, homie. The moment black mothers would have came out of his mouth, he would have been held accountable in front of the police if it was the Panthers. But dude understands for the most part, it's a different era. Black folks ain't on full crash out modes, man. Right? We got careers, we got families. We're not about to crash out over you. And he's taking advantage of our charity. This dude, right, to double down on the disrespect, after he got released for threatening to murder Karmelo Anthony, you know what he did? You know what he does? He goes on an interview and he disrespects the civil rights movement and tries to co-opt it. Right? He disrespects the blood, sweat, and tears that black Americans put in, right, to get the rights of all black people in America. So he disrespects it, and he claims that him going around calling black people the N-word with the hard R, him going around threatening to murder.
Poetic Flacco, man, you gotta stop saying the N-word with the hard R. I don't know where y'all got that from when that became popular, but y'all gotta stop that. Just say the N-word. Just keep it at that. Keep it at that. Anything else sounds foolish. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely not about to crash out over one person who wants you to crash out so he can look like a martyr, so he can look like a hero. That's what he's trying to have happen. He wants somebody to attack him, somebody to hurt him, put him out of his misery, you know what I'm saying? So that he can bring up future generations of people just like him and build his whole little movement and cult. Nah, people are smarter than that these days. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you're not harming them, as long as you're not causing any problem to them, you just talking. A lot of these people are just talking and they're not serious until these things actually happen to them when they're in the wrong place just talking. Because everybody is not the same. Everybody doesn't have the same restraint. But a lot of people do have restraint these days. And it's not these narratives that they be making up about black people. It's not true. Now, is there bad black people? Of course, there's bad every type of people in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? But all of these racist stereotypes, it's crazy work.
Murder the black teens, him disrespecting black mothers, him showing up in public and bringing violence to black people with his racist thugs. He claims that right there is the real civil rights movement.
White people are on the back of the bus. Christians are on the back of the bus. White men are being oppressed by the judicial system in this country, and it should be on the front cover of every newspaper. This is the
It looked like he reading off of something. I ain't gonna lie. Look at his eyes. It look like he's reading off something for sure. He got the script.
New civil rights movement to ensure that white people don't get stabbed
Even the way he's talking, it doesn't even sound natural.
in the back of the bus. White men are being oppressed by the judicial system in this country, and it should be on the front
He's for sure reading. This is terrible.
cover of every newspaper. This is the new civil rights movement to ensure that white people don't get stamped out and mistreated and abused and oppressed by our judicial system. Outside the courthouse saying death penalty for Karmelo Anthony, capital punishment for Karmelo Anthony, and I get hit with a terroristic threat for advocating for a state-sanctioned solution to crime.
Well, look, my
this
next
is how
question.
far Texas has slipped. It has gone purple, and soon it'll be blue because the Democrats have completely usurped the judicial means in Texas. Do you know the person? She was a black female judge named Melody Lewis from Dallas. I was charged in Collin County, which is Ken Paxton's area. They brought me to Dallas to arraign me, and a Dallas woke activist black female judge, a Democrat, crazy activist, gave me $1 million bond. They're allowing this to happen in Texas. What do you think is going to happen in New York, in any of these other states that are already far gone? You have no semblance of justice. We are living under two-tiered persecution. White people are on the back of the bus. Christians are on the back of the bus. White men are being
When the last time y'all heard of white people being oppressed or not having no kind of privileges or being second to people? You know what I'm saying? Or second to like people that come from out of the country, foreigners or black people or any people of color. Like, when the last time y'all heard that happening? When the last time y'all seen that happening? I don't know. What are we talking about here? It's straight delusion. This is I ain't even gonna compare this tonight. There's nothing to compare to. This is crazy.
oppressed by the judicial system in this country, and it should be on the front cover of every newspaper. This is the new civil rights movement to ensure that white people don't get stamped out and mistreated and abused and oppressed.
White people don't even believe this, bro. Like, you're gonna have a hard time convincing a white man that this is reality. Come on, son.
By our judicial system.
You could tell by his eyes, his heart not even in the game, man.
That's a fact. I said the same thing because it looked like he's reading off a script. He got the teleprompter somewhere. You could tell because he's not even saying it like with no type of energy. He sounds off.
Not even in it no more, man. He don't even believe what he's saying, which is why it's not even fun to cook these people anymore, bruh. Because they know that we know that they know that we know it's a grift. It's a grift. He don't believe nothing he's saying, bruh. What do you mean? The white people is being persecuted by what? By what?
Right.
By the justices? Man, how?
Right.
The overwhelming majority of judges are white.
Facts.
The overwhelming majority of juries are white.
Facts.
The system was created by white folks. How are white folks being persecuted and unfairly? How? How? It doesn't make sense. You can't explain. No, nobody can explain it. Now, I'm not saying, there are not occurrences where some white folks are given a bad hand. Of course there are, right?
I never heard it. Flacco, I never heard it. Present it to me. I never heard it.
Right? There are innocent white men who've been charged unfairly and they have to go to court and prove their innocence, and they still.
For what? If they have, they've probably been accused by other white people. Let's keep it a buck.
Get found guilty unfairly. But systematically, there's not an unfairness, right, bias towards white folks systematically in our justice system. That's just not true whatsoever, right? But his heart not even in it. It's just not. See,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't. I was sitting there thinking all throughout my years, when's the last time I heard a white man complaining about shit not going their way, about really having a struggle? Can't think of it. I can't name one time. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all tell me, man. I don't think I've ever heard anything like that. That's crazy. Maybe I just don't know enough white people.
Nick Fuentes, I can tell when Nick Fuentes disenfranchises black people. Like when Nick Fuentes does his racist shtick, he does it for the love of the game, bro. He really loves it. This dude, you could tell he's just starving and hungry. He has now announced that he's bringing his grift to LA. He has announced that tomorrow at 4 p.m. at the Peacock Theater, He will be leading a massive boycott with hundreds of crusaders, his racist thugs, outside the BT Awards in Los Angeles this weekend.
Oh, yeah. He's tripping. That shit is not gonna. Y'all ever been down to that situation? Y'all ever seen the area down there? I seen that last year. I don't know how he thinks he's gonna do that. There's so many blockades, and you know what I mean? Like the streets are chopped and divided a certain type of way. The police is everywhere. It's security. You know what I mean? It's they armed to the T. He's tripping. That's gonna be a dumb idea. Y'all either gonna get arrested right away or it's gonna get ugly.
We will stand up against the degenerate black culture that is destroying America. 4 p.m. Pacific at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. They are not playing. They are being serious. This is their most organized and coordinated boycott, whatever you want to call it, yet. And for clear and obvious reasons, he understands what comes with LA. So this is probably his most coordinated one yet. Yo, they're scheduling this in their Signal chat, and they're preparing, and they're coordinating, and they're getting reinforcements for whatever may come their way. They're not pulling up not expecting the smoke. They're pulling up expecting the smoke, but they are coming with the numbers. They're coming with whatever they're coming with, and they're coming to make a show. This, according to them, is going to be their first time on a national stage. With the presence of black excellence outside and black celebrities outside, they see this as their moment. They're coming, right?
It's an interesting situation, man. I might have to just go down there to see what's up. Might have to just go down there, you know what I mean? All my black people in LA, you might have to pull up down there and see what's up. I mean, I'm not advocating for no violence or nothing like that, but this is crazy. This doesn't even make any sense. Like, what type of country are we living in currently? What?
And the optics are going to be them outside in droves, yelling, screaming, N-word this, N-word that. Yo, can you imagine if, I don't know, Oprah walks by and Jake Lang is screaming N-word B to her face? The optics are going to be insane, and they're coming. Now, is there going to be pushback against them? I don't know. Again, this is happening in LA. If this was happening in, I don't know, New York, if this was happening in Atlanta, I can very well expect a group of brothers to be right there meeting them, waiting for them. I can very well expect that. This is LA. Gang members identify as gang members first. They do not identify as black first. So no, I don't expect a group of gang members, I
don't think all, in my experience, and I got to speak on this because I see Flacco be saying this a lot. The gang members that I seen Flacco interact with was no jumper. I don't think that speaks for everybody in LA. And I don't think that speaks for all the gang members in LA or all the black people. You know what I'm saying? Because I did do a lot of events in LA. I did see a lot of large crowds, a lot of people. And I don't think everybody has the same mentality as those guys that was going up to No Jumper. To be honest, I think a lot of people that was going to No Jumper had no other options. I think a lot of those guys are a different breed of gang members. You know what I'm saying? Because most people I've interacted with, remember, everybody's not active. Some people just grew up in a certain neighborhood and that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? So to just say a blanket statement that all gang members are like this and all gang members are like that, and some people don't identify as black. I'm sure there's people that don't identify as black. They identify with their gang. But I'm sure there's people that are black first. So it just depends on the person. We can't put a blanket statement on everything because that's what other people do. That's what other races do.
Of strong street dudes to step up. No, it's probably going to be civilians. Civilians are probably going to step up, but the problem with civilians stepping up is civilians got a job to go to the next morning, right? Like, right? You feel me? Like civilians ain't popping up and fully crashing, right? Because they got a job to go to in the morning, right? They're probably going to show up, scream back and forth, and create, like more chaos.
I'll say this though. A lot of black people was running with the Mexicans, you know what I'm saying, when they had a lot of those situations going on out here with ICE and all those protests. You seen black people stepping up for the Mexicans. So I can't say that black people wouldn't crash if it's for a valid reason because we seen them going all the way with the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? With the other Spaniards or Latinas, or I don't know how you say it, Hispanic, whatever the term is. Hopefully I got it right because sometimes I'll be getting it wrong. But you know what I'm saying? They stepped up for that. So they should step up for themselves. You get what I'm saying?
Right? But a Crip and a Blood can attack and destroy each other and violate each other and bring destruction and harm to each other. But a racist is pulling up to disrespect black excellence, and they're giving you the time, the place, the day, and gang members gonna say, nah, cuz, nah, man, nah, cuz, ain't my business, cuz, nah, blood, ain't my business, blood, I don't identify. Because they don't identify as black first, they identify as gang first. And if you don't disrespect their gang, they don't see it as disrespect. Crip Mac, who's a gang member from LA, he kind of explained it perfectly. He told Adam, listen, okay, I'm a gang.
Wait. Crip Mac is not from LA. His father said that he's not from LA. His father, I believe, is from LA. Crip Mac is from somewhere east, like Riverside or some shit like that. He's not from LA. He claimed that shit, but he's not that. From what his father said. Again, heard his father on the video talking about it. So I'm going to believe what his father said because he raised him.
Gang member first. Disrespecting me as a black man, I don't give a damn about that. I don't give a damn about blackness, right? But if you disrespect my Crippin', then we got some issues. But if you disrespect me as a black man and my blackness, I don't care. And this is the mindset of most LA gang members. They not pulling up on that white boy.
I want to say something right now, too. I want to tell y'all, like, I don't in any type of way condone violence or gang banging or any of that. I'm just like, some of these things I hear Poetic Flacco saying, I don't see that. And I've been living here for a minute. I don't see that. I do see some aspects of that. I do see some percentages of that, but that's not speaking for every single person that I've come in contact with. That's my experience. I think it just depends on who you hanging out with, who you run into, you know what I mean, what side of town you on. And I'm sure if I was up at No Jumper, I would have a whole different lens on LA as well.
They not. Because they don't identify as black first.
Walk up on nobody and hit them.
So, okay, you're hanging out on the block. A white dude comes through. He's got a live streaming setup, right? He's filming himself, and he proceeds to call you the N-word with the hard R. What are you doing?
He didn't hit me, though, did he?
He didn't hit you. He just called you the N-word.
I wouldn't give a
You wouldn't give a or you just would control yourself and not do anything about it because you don't want to go back to prison?
No, I wouldn't
Yeah, this is nasty work.
do anything until he tried to hit me. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I mean, hey, that shows a lot of respect because I feel like the ethos that you've kind of communicated to me over the years has been that like anyone who disrespects you.
I mean, you disrespect me, my hood as a Crip. I don't give a you call me the N-word with a hard R. I don't give a
Oh, so that doesn't bother you, but if he were to diss
the hood, 5'5",
right,
different story.
or just Crips in general.
The hood was just black. I hate them down Crip. I'm like a white man cracking them down. I'm Crip. So I'm not the type to all that old black pride that shit. I don't give a
Wow.
that if you fight me, now you see what it's got.
It's terrible, too, to sit in front of a white man and say this. This is crazy, man. Crip Mac, you got to do better, but what we expect? His name is Crip Mac. You can't expect much from a person like that. So this is definitely a bad, dingy, dirty example.
I ain't banging his.
I know it's serious, but
no, it's serious.
I feel like just
with a hard A.
But
no, he are.
Just logically, you should hate a white racist more than you hate a black guy who just happens to be from a different gang. Right?
The white man telling him, "Hey, bruh, you should hate the white racist more than you hate a black gay member." Never could.
This was just Flacco's. This was his moment to get back at all these people that was at No Jumper. You know, he got a lot of problems with a lot of them people up there and all the gangs because, you know, he run his mouth. He talk his ish as he should. But I think this is more content and entertainment than it is portraying, you know, than actually connecting with the first part of what he was talking about. I just don't see this really having a connection at all. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. What y'all think's gonna happen tomorrow at the BET Awards when this guy Jake Lang pops out here and has some people with him? Do you think he really gonna pull up? Do you think he really gonna make a scene? Do you think he's even gonna be able to get a chance to even try to do something like that? Or is it's just gonna be shut down right away? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I might have to go see if I got time. 4 p.m. tomorrow, 4 p.m. at the Peacock Theater in LA. If y'all around, pull up, I guess. We're going to see what happens. But y'all know what to do, man. Hit them likes, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the hype and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be back with more content as usual. Daily. I'm at y'all daily, man. Check it out. Numbers don't lie.